Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you guys a heads up on a free game that you can pick up from our friends over at Fanatical. So we'll talk about that. We'll cover a deal on an upcoming game that Fanatical has a fairly decent deal on. Look, it looks like every e-tailer has realized that Stellar Blade is hotly anticipated, so we're not gonna get our 15-20% off discounts that we sometimes get, but still a little nice discount there. Humble Choice is great this month, and some deals from Green Man Gaming at the end of this video. But right off the bat, Gigapocalypse is available free over at Fanatical. I want to say this has been given away free before, if not on Fanatical, then on Epic Game Store for sure. But now you can get a Steam copy for free, become a customizable giant monster with manifold skills in Gigapocalypse, inspired by classical kaiju movies such as Godzilla and King Kong and the game classic Rampage. Very positive reception on this one, 161 reviews. Now you become the giant monster in Gigapocalypse, a 2D pixel art destruction game inspired by classic kaiju movies. It features a selection of different Gigas from prehistoric era, the uncharted outer space, and the forgotten history, each with unique skills, mutations, and manifold skills that can be unlocked with level ups. Start your destruction spree and destroy everything on your way through different beautifully detailed pixel style locations. Ever wondered how it looks like when a giant monster destroys a Wild West town or chasing against the brave Knights Templar? Gigapocalypse has the answer, but beware, nasty soldiers, wizards, drones, and mechs will do everything to stop you. Complete quests, take care of your Giga in Tamagotchi style minigames, find secrets to upgrade your Giga and its home, and unlock cute but yet lethal pets that accompany you on a journey. It's a loud punk metal anarchy and a lovely homage to the games and movies classics. It's a game for the kid in all of us, and now it is available for free. Check that out. And while you're getting Gigapocalypse for free, do Fanatical a solid and check out all the other deals that they have live right now, because they've got some great stuff. But I do want to mention Stellar Blade is coming out this Wednesday. Now, it'll be out Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, so it's a little bit later in the day. So if you want to view it as a Thursday release, be my guest. I think, maybe it's some localization reason or time zone reason. As far as when this game is coming out in other regions, Korea, Shift Up is a Korean developer. Nonetheless, it is 10% off for $54 over on Fanatical and 10% off for the complete edition for $72. Surprisingly, everybody I'm talking to is seemingly picking up the complete edition, so kind of goes to show, look, Outer Worlds 2, people ain't gonna spend $80 on. Stellar Blade, look, it is the complete edition, so if you want to compare it to Outer Worlds 2 having a premium edition for $100, I get that that's a comparison point, but like so many comments I see, and again, this is a small sample size, but I have some data, I've talked to some people, and let's just say that people are seemingly buying the complete edition in droves, which I find a little surprising. Stellar Blade is one of those games that I think is revered so well, and look, I mean, people like their eye candy. What do you want me to say? Look, it's not gonna carry you in a video game, but as an element of a video game, I think, like, it helps you guys, and I know some people get so salty about that. It's a character action game. People care about the character! Oh my god, what a revelation this is! Oh my goodness, a character-based action game, a character-based narrative game that people care about how the character looks like. Whoa, dude, I can't believe it! It just feels like for a long time we weren't allowed to come out and just say that outright, but nonetheless, the game is doing very well, and again, more than anything, I do find it surprising that so many people are going in droves to get the complete edition, because if you really assess it, is the complete edition worthwhile in the sense that you need to get it? No, it's a lot of cosmetic stuff that's tied to it, and hey, that's great. The base game is going to be more than enough, but I feel like this game, and Shift Up in particular, has built so much goodwill over the course of the last year, and that is what happens, you guys, when you build up a lot of goodwill. Now, Shift Up is in a position to reap the rewards, and PlayStation as well, since they're the publisher. I don't know how the revenue is divvied up, but you get the idea. that now they're going to be reaping the rewards, and it's not because they're begging people to pick up the complete edition. The standard edition is still available. It's just people are going out in droves and picking up the complete edition because they're like, yeah, you build all this goodwill with me. I appreciate you. Let me go buy this game, and let me go give you the extra money for the complete edition. On the other hand, I don't think Microsoft has done that with Outer Worlds 2, but I digress. $72 for the complete edition, $54 for the standard edition. Go check that out. Humble Choice is live right now, and it's an outstanding Humble Choice with a lot of depth to the offerings. You got Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun, you've got Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2, Nobody Wants to Die, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Chia, you've got Skur Ritual, Biped, Haven Dock, and then IGN Plus thrown in there as well. You get 30 days on that, I believe, but who cares about that? Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2, definitely a quality one there. Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun is really well received. Nobody Wants to Die is a sleeper that I hope a lot of you guys end up checking out, but yeah, great bundle there. And then we'll round out the video by looking at some deals over at Green Man Gaming. Look, I'm gonna be clowning on Obsidian and Microsoft quite a lot for the $80 Outer Worlds price tag, but Outer Worlds 1 for $8.40, that's 10%, damn near 10% of the price of Outer Worlds 2. I think that's a pretty good deal. Look, Outer Worlds 1 I thought was a pretty decent game, maybe a good game even. I wouldn't say it's a great game, and it did get received pretty well, so maybe that is something that some of you guys will disagree with me on that, and you're entitled to your opinion. I did like the fact that Outer Worlds was a smaller scale RPG. You know, these days we just have so many of these big open world RPGs that are 80 billion hours long that Outer Worlds 1 being a little bit smaller scale, being a little bit more contained, I actually really did appreciate that. The game itself, from a gameplay standpoint, I think is pretty decent. I wasn't crazy about the narrative and some of the comedy. You know, some people are going to be into it, some people not. I wasn't really into it, so take that for what you will, but for $8.40, I think that's a great pickup, so definitely would recommend that. And then lastly, we have the Mafia Trilogy, $10.56 on this. Obviously, Mafia The Old Country is coming out in August. Very, very excited for that and hoping that game turns out pretty well. But Mafia Trilogy, Mafia Definitive Edition, Mafia 2, and Mafia 3 all in one collection, all for $10.56. Look, I meme on Mafia 3 from time to time. I don't think that game is amazing, but Mafia 2 and Mafia 1 are really good, and Mafia 3 is still certainly worthwhile to play. I think, you know, Mafia 3 was one of those games that going that open world route and just adding more content to it diluted the game more so than it helped the game, and I think they learned from that, and now with Mafia Old Country, they're going back into a more linear, focused, contained experience, and I think that's going to work for Mafia. Even if you gotta price it at $50 and not 70 or 80 bucks, I think it's going to work in the sense of that's the type of game Mafia should be. At least I think so. But that'll do it for me. Again, go check out Gigapocalypse. That is available free on Fanatical. Steam copy of that. You just gotta link your account, and you'll be good to go. So go check that out. Stellar Blade, pre-purchase that on Fanatical. 10% off. Humble Choice, Outer Worlds, Mafia Trilogy, a lot of good stuff. Links to everything in the description box below. If you do end up buying anything, I do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.